Do you want to improve the soil on your homestead, in your garden, in your pastures, but you're not quite sure the best way to start or how to get started? Well, I'm Rob from Dowdle Family Farms, and I just want to tell you that today I am blown away by how productive this paddock behind me is. I started 16 months ago sowing a cover crop of buckwheat in early April. It went to seed, and then I planted sorghum Sudangrass and a cover crop similar to this. It did not do nearly this well that year, but I grazed it with cattle for the first grazing. The second grazing, I grazed it with cattle again, and then the third grazing late last fall, I put pigs on it. When the pigs tore it up and chewed it up, and then I planted some winter peas, daikon radish, purple top turnips, clover, oats, and let it grow all winter. And then this spring, I'll turn the pigs in here for several weeks. The pigs ate the winter cover crop, and then in mid to late June, when I moved the pigs off of here, I planted this cover crop: sorghum Sudangrass, hybrid pearl millet, cowpeas, sunflowers, soybeans, and buckwheat. And I'm telling you, it has done beautifully. This area of the farm, we haven't used any commercial fertilizers, whether they're synthetic or organic. We haven't added any commercial fertilizers on here in 5 years. This paddock right here has just performed astonishingly well. So I moved the pigs in here a little while ago. This paddock is about 4/10 of an acre, and in an ideal world, I would have it divided into at least 2 or maybe 3 or 4 different plots. I've been sick, haven't been able to do it, so it's not perfect, but this is far better than just letting it stay like it is. Hopefully a couple weeks later, I'll come back and give you an update and just show you how much they have eaten this cover crop. There are several things that improve soil dramatically. 2 of those are cover crops and livestock. Cover crops offer a world of a lot of benefit. Sorghum Sudangrass is probably the best cover crop for improving soil, especially when it's grazed by cattle. Mowing it up about 6 or 12 inches high works really well as well. But sorghum Sudangrass, once it's mowed and has to regrow, the roots just grow even deeper and deeper, and they improve the soil so much you just can't believe what it does. The hybrid pearl millet does really well too. It has a slightly different root structure from the sorghum Sudangrass, but it's more like the sorghum Sudangrass than, say, the sunflowers. The sunflowers have a deep taproot that goes straight down with some lateral branching roots. They bring up a lot of minerals from deeper in the soil profile. As legumes, not only do the cowpeas and the soybeans help fix nitrogen if they're inoculated properly, but they also dramatically improve the protein content of the feed. The additional protein content really helps improve the feed quality for the pig. And so the cover crops in and of themselves, even if you just mow them, let them regrow and mow them again throughout the summer, these warm season cover crops offer a world of a lot of benefit because their roots penetrate deep into the soil profile. They increase the water holding capacity of the soil. They produce a world of a lot of dry matter or forage per acre. Pigs do a world of a lot of benefit in that they eat the forage cover crops. They root around in the dirt. But the main thing about the pigs is if you bring grain and feed it to your pigs on the farm, it helps the pigs, but it also helps the soil, because if you feed a ton of feed per acre that you have the pigs on, well, they're going to manure out 1,000, 1,500 pounds, 2,000 pounds, whatever amount of manure just from that grain. As monogastrics, the pigs' digestive tracts are not ruminants, so the grain does not acidify their guts like it does in the rumen of cattle. So the combination of the cover crops with the deep roots and the pigs, you get the slow release fertilizer, you get the benefits from the roots of the cover crops, and it just explodes in growth. I'm here to tell you that if you will try this, if you have pigs on your farm, if you have pigs on your homestead, I encourage you to try this because it will make all the difference in the world at improving the quality of your soil where you do it. If you're not quite sure how to plant it, or if you're not quite sure if you have the materials on your farm or at your home to plant it, drop a comment and I'll reply as soon as I can about some of the ways that I know that you can do it, and maybe some ideas that maybe they'll work, maybe they won't, but it'll at least be a way that I can help you try to use your cover crops. This is Rob from Dowdle Family Farms, and I can't tell you how exciting it is to see how productive this forage is.